Snow had fallen in the night, and St. Petersburg awoke to an eerie silence on that Sunday morning, 9th of January 1905. Soon after dawn, the workers and their families congregated in churches to pray for a peaceful end to the day. Singing hymns and carrying icons and crosses, they formed something more like a religious procession than a workers' demonstration. Bystanders took off their hats and crossed themselves as they passed, and yet there was no doubt that the marchers' lives were in danger. Church bells rang, and their golden domes sparkled in the sun on that Sunday morning as the long columns marched across the ice towards the centre of the city. In the front ranks were the women and children, dressed in their Sunday best, who had been placed there to deter the soldiers from shooting. At the head of the largest column was the bearded figure of Father Gapler, in a long white cassock, carrying a crucifix. Behind him was a portrait of the Tsar, and a large white banner with the words, "Soldiers, do not shoot at the people." Red flags had been banned. Suddenly, a bugle sounded, and the soldiers fired into the crowd. A young girl who had climbed up onto an iron fence to get a better view was crucified to it by a hail of bullets. A small boy, who had mounted the equestrian statue of Prince Przewalski, was hurled into the air by a volley of artillery. Other children were hit and fell from the trees where they'd been perching. When the firing finally stopped and the survivors looked around at the dead and the wounded bodies on the ground, there was one vital moment, the turning point of the whole revolution, when their mood suddenly changed from disbelief to anger.